So, hello everybody, GW here again, and then NCRockuaponics. Kind of a gardening update as well as just a update on the system. It's been really windy. It came out today, and what was a straight shepherd's hook was very much bent over with my poor upside down tomato hanger on the ground. The tomato doesn't look like it's broke off, but I'll have to replant it, which kind of sucks, because I was looking forward to doing that, but at its current angle, it's not really going to work. So, we're going to be in a freezing warning again tonight, so again, the hoop house is going to be covered. It's actually doing pretty good right now. I replanted my tomato plants and gave one to my neighbor because they're cool. And I gave another one to another neighbor because I think she's cool too. I got some tomatoes coming. There's 5 right there. And I've got a lot more flowers on this one too. And this one was my Husky Cherry Red tomatoes. My potato planters. This is what I'm excited about. Potato planters. I have flowers coming in. Flowers, you know, they say that's when you should pull it out and look to see if you've got any of the potatoes, and I'm excited to see if I do. Other than that, I have some growth going on here. I've got, medically that sounds terrible, but garden-wise that's good. My yellow squash has decided to break ground. So it's good for my aspirations with my Planter Row for the Hungry and donating food. Everything else is going fairly well. My Red Beauties, Butter Crunch, Romaine, hodgepodge of bok choy and whatever else is down there, which I'll probably dig up if it doesn't do anything more than what it's doing. Looks like feeding the insects. And plant my Jericho seed. The onion has finally decided to come up a little bit. My radish is come up some. Looks like it's getting chewed on a bit. And then my celery and carrots are doing well. The broccoli, it's doing alright too. It looks a little rough on the lower leaves, but for right now I'm happy with it. I'm going to go out and get a couple of those tomato towers, whatever those things are called, and stick them around there too, just to give them a little support. All the green stuff up here is doing well. Again, rain bucket. I have, you know, all this other stuff. I got tiny little flower right there in this really small pot. I had 2 flowers, some flowers starting over here on my strawberry pot out here. The strawberries I started from, you know, the root, and they're kind of slow to load right there in that. Too bad I don't have any smell-o-vision because, I like the way the mint smells. So in here, Sweet 100s, they're coming up good. These big guys, they're coming up wonderfully. I've got the Jericho seed here and here for the Jericho lettuce. They're coming up wonderfully as well. My basil is doing well, and I'll need to pull those out, stick those in a pot here soon. Over in the aquaponics system, I have, you can see the flowers there, flower there, I got a bud started there. I have no idea what's going here because I only look in there just once every other while. But last time I looked, there was still a flower, there was still at least a leaf in there. So I'm just kind of holding out hope for that. But yeah, I got the celery still going. These guys have gotten heavy enough to fall over and long enough, so I know I'm going to have to cut those. And then got some browning around the edge of the leaf issues with some of the big leaves of my broccoli in the system. Cabbage is still looking like it's doing well. other than that, everything else is still got, you know, some growth on it, because, you know, I've decided to take some advice from a fellow viewer and fellow gardener, and I have lowered my LED lights just closer to the plants. And one thing that, well, let's just say hey to the fish real quick. All the goldfish, and you can see some of the brim moving around, and some just kind of hanging out, siphoning and kicking in. And the one thing I bobbled on when I was doing everything was the color or lack thereof of my swirl filter. And as you can tell in here, got a little algae growth. So, you know, the next plan, the next day I have, as far as freedom's concerned and getting stuff done, is to drain this water, reroute the water coming off the trough for probably a couple of hours, maybe all day, and I'm going to have to paint this bad boy so this doesn't happen again. But one cool thing I found is you can actually see the flow of the water coming out. So I know it's got a little bit of flow, a little bit of force to it. And as nasty as it sounds, I kind of look forward to draining that. But so that's kind of what's going on right now. So we'll have the hoop up here in a moment. Hopefully that tomato plant planted. I know all my plants are coming inside. I don't want anybody to freeze. Oh, and I just thought of it. You know, I'm sitting here going, I'm not going to show you my face, but the thing about it is I link it all up to my blog at blogspot.NCRockuaponics.com, and my face is on there. So if you really want to see the face before I put that on camera, I'm really distorted there. You can see my ears though. But so that's it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe that way. You can comment that way. You can like it that way, or press the thumbs up button right here. And then thank you for subscribing. See you later. And after it unfreezes, probably give me a day or two, and I'll do a double check of everything and give you guys the update. Have a good one. Stay warm.